Hey everyone, welcome back for episode 10 of Quarter Life Questions. 10 weeks doing this now is pretty surreal to think about. If you're new here, this is a solo podcast that I do where I just talk about things that are going on in my life as someone in their mid-20s, navigating through life, figuring stuff out as I go along, hopefully helping you not make the same mistakes I made, or else, maybe what I talk about is something that you're thinking about and haven't spoken to anyone else about. So if you're new here, Sam and Gino's channel, I'm Gino, this is Quarter Life Questions, episode 10. So, as you probably see in my title, I have news that I'm moving to Dubai. I'm moving to Dubai in 18 days on the 30th of September. And this was a big decision for me to make for many reasons, and we're going to go into all of them. So, sorry about this. As if you're also new here, you'll also know I'm extremely unprofessional. So, figure that right. So, what I want to talk about is I'm going to talk about my decision to move to Dubai. I'm going to talk about the decision making, what I'm going to be doing over there, and all that kind of stuff. And for some of you who might know me personally, some of the stuff you'll know about, and if you don't know me at all, you're going to probably learn a bit about me. So, firstly, I've wanted to and always had it in my head that I would move out of the country. And I never did. For years, I never did. And I didn't go to college, so I had loads of opportunities to move, and I never took them. A lot of the time, I blamed other people. So I was in a long-term relationship, and I never, not to say that I blamed her, but I was always like thinking, waiting for her to go with me or whatever it might have been, and it never happened. And then that ended, and I was single for quite a while, and I still never went. And then I decided about a year and a half ago. I decided I'd go to Bali for 8 weeks, and that was my first time moving out of the country. And I fucking shot the bed basically. I came home after about 10 days. I still get flagged about it all the time. My friends always make jokes about it. And so basically what happened, I went over there with one of my friends, and I hated it. I was miserable. I was very anxious. It was my first time ever feeling any type of anxiety. I wouldn't say depression, but anxiety I felt over there was very awkward. But there was also someone I was speaking to back home at the time who I was kind of thinking that something was going somewhere with. And so that was kind of pulling me back. So I came back, not pulling me back, I'm not blaming her, but I'm just saying that was kind of something that was on my mind while I was over there. So I came back early. Now, one huge problem I had in Dubai, which I didn't know about myself at the time, is I like to work. And in Bali, I like to work. And when I'm not working, I lack purpose. So I had no business at the time, and I had no job over in Bali. I was just going over to chill out, travel, and do train jiu-jitsu over in Bali MMA. That was the plan, and it didn't sit well with me, and I came home. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So it was a big decision for me to go move somewhere again, but I knew this time, I've learned a lot more about myself in the last year, and I knew this time, well, you have to be going over to work. I said, what I like to do is I like to work, I like money, I like making money, and I like talking about money and stuff like that. So I knew I needed to go over to somewhere where I was going to be making money. So when I was looking at places, as everyone did, I looked at Australia, and the money just didn't make much sense for my field and what I was doing, and Canada never really stood out to me as somewhere I wanted to go. The US I liked, but it's not easy. And then Dubai was another option, but I'd never been. I wasn't sure about the heat, I wasn't sure about the culture and all that kind of stuff. And I have a couple of friends and people I know that live over there, and they were telling me it's great, but I was like, I need to see it for myself. And I didn't want to take the risk that I did with Bali, where I went. Now, Bali was only for 8 weeks, but I went and then I hated it and came back. So I went over to Dubai. As if you're watching these episodes, you know I was there 2 weeks ago, and 2 episodes ago. And I really liked it. I really loved it over there. It was great. And I did job interviews over there, and I got a new job. So I'm going to be going into real estate. So I'm going to be working in real estate in a company called House and House. There in Dubai. So that's quite exciting. I'm going to be starting there on the 2nd of October, which is pretty soon. So it was a quick turnaround. I only came back, and I kind of had to start getting my shit together to go. So I had to hand in my notice into work, which was tough to do. For any of you who don't know, I'm a car salesman in Paul O'Connor Cars in Dungarvan, and I have to say it's probably one of the best jobs I've ever had. He's a great boss, great place to work. I came very, very close with everyone I worked with there. I really, really love the job, and if any of you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube here, you'll know I've always sang praises about that job. And so it was very hard. It's not an easy thing to leave a good situation. I have my own apartment in Ireland. I have my own, which I have some tenants in, and myself. I was living there too. and I had a really really good job, and I have obviously lots of friends here and all this kind of stuff. But I said I just have to go because it's eating me alive that I haven't tried it yet. So after a lot of research, I ended on Dubai, and then I decided, okay, I could go do car sales again, which I know I can do and I know I'm good at, or I could try expand into something different, still sales. So I looked at tech sales jobs, and I looked at real estate jobs, and something about the real estate market really, really attracted me. Now, I'm not going to actually talk much about that job because I don't know. I haven't been there, I haven't done it. I've only know what I've researched, and I don't think that's fair to you guys for me to just rattle off a load of information you could get anywhere. So I'm going to wait until I'm in the job. I'm going to continue this series while I'm in Dubai, and I'm going to tell you about it more so as I go. But that's what I'm going to do. So for the last couple of weeks, the last week or so, I've been getting ready to move, and I'm getting ready, especially now I'm sorting things out. So, saying your goodbyes, sorting out my accommodation over in Dubai, sorting out, rebooking my flights, sorting out my job, visas, which are, in fairness, the visas are great. The company I'm going to work for extremely helpful when it came to visas and also accommodation. And then just, doing research, mainly saying my goodbyes here. I did have to sort out my apartment. I have to sort out a new setup with that because I won't be living there anymore. Pack bags, buy some new suits for my job, all this kind of fun stuff. But it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but it is what it is. I feel like I'm turning 26 next week, and I feel like I just feel like it's the right thing for me to do. Now, the fear that's holding me back is that obviously I've gone away before and I came back, and I don't want to do that. People always keep asking me how long you're going for. I'm hoping for a long time. I'm hoping, I don't know what I expect, but I don't want to put a time on it. I don't want to say a year. I don't want to say 2 years, because I'd love that I can do really well and I end up being over there for a lot longer than that amount of time. So we'll see. Nobody knows how long is a piece of string, I guess, is my answer to that. But yeah, it's exciting times. Is what's going on in my life. Dubai, if you haven't been there, you should visit. It's really, really amazing over there. Won't suit everyone, of course. Depends what you're into, but I thought it was just great. Obviously, it's a tax haven, so 0% tax. The job we're going into is commission only, so there's no basic wage, just commission. So they're taking a bit of a gamble with that, but I do have great confidence in my sales ability. I have great confidence in how hard I can work, and I have great confidence just in myself that I can do well in a job like that. So hopefully it's not a blind confidence, and hopefully I can actually do it. If any of you have any information, tips about Dubai, moving there, if any of you live there, want to meet up when I'm over there, please do give me a shout. You can message me on Instagram, Gino4097. And if any of you want to follow along over the next 2 weeks as I prepare to go and the things I have to do, I'm actually doing a new segment on my TikTok. So my TikTok, if you just look up Gino40, you'll find it. I'm just doing like real short videos of just basically stuff I have to sort out before I go. So if you have any interest in that, you can check that out there. But I will be obviously updating you weekly here. But yeah, so it's a big move for me. As I said, I'm turning 26 next week, so it's a long time coming. I did kind of have wanted to do this from a lot earlier on, so hopefully it's the right move for me. And but I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm happy I went there for the week and got to suss things out. I met the director of the company I'm going working for. I've had Zoom meetings with HR. I've had Zoom meetings with my new manager, and they've all gone really well. I've a friend of mine actually started in the same job in the same company this month in September, so I've been able to chat to him. He's been giving me the lowdown, and everything sounds good. I'm feeling confident, feeling good about it, feeling a bit nervous, but I suppose if you're not nervous, it's not worth doing. And that's kind of where I'm at now. I feel like I kind of done, not everything I could do obviously in Ireland, but I've done quite a lot, and I've been here quite a while. And at the moment, I have nothing tying me down. The only thing that was really tying me down was a good job. That I really like my job here in Ireland, and it's very hard to walk away from something that's so good. But my boss and all the lads in work were really, really supportive, and they pushed me towards it as well. So it's all good. Everything's good in that front. So yeah, that's what's going on. And moving to Dubai at the end of the month. So that's going to be my first time living away from home. Going to be living on my own over there. Going over on my own. As I said, I do know people over there, but not that many people. But I'll make plenty of friends. When I went over there, I made a few friends even in the week I was there. I'm going to join a jiu-jitsu gym straight away. Get back into routine in pretty much straight away. I know I'm going over there to work, and that's the other thing. So in my last video, I spoke about work-life balance, and how work-life balance doesn't need to be a weekly thing, how it can be a yearly thing, or it can be a monthly thing. And I'm going to try out this yearly work-life balance. I plan on working really, really hard really long hours and really putting in the work here over in Dubai, and hopefully I'll be able to achieve what I want to achieve over there. And yeah, it's pretty exciting times. So I'm going to be staying in an area called Business Bay when I get over there, if anyone is interested in looking it up. So I got a studio apartment in Business Bay, and I'm going to be renting a car for the first while, which is probably going to be a Kia Picanto. Very exciting. And then hopefully after a while I'll be able to buy myself a car over there, something a bit nicer than that, because I'm quite used to nice cars. I've had company cars now since 2017, so I've always had quite a nice car. I've never had to own my own car, so that's going to be a new thing for me as well. And yeah, that's the gist of it. Going to be away from my family. It's going to be my first time ever being so far away from my family, but it's only a 6.5 hour flight. I think it's a place that people like to visit too, so hopefully I'll get to meet people, over the next few months. But I'll be home for Christmas anyway, because the place I'm working in closes for 2 weeks for Christmas, so I'll be home for Christmas and I get to see them then, so it's not so bad. But yeah, so Quarter Life Questions is basically what's going on is I've hit my quarter life crisis and I'm jumping ship, moving country. But it's great. Episode 10, what a topic for episode 10. And I've no other topics, so this is all I really want to discuss, the work that's going to go into this and what I've had to do. But yeah, it's great. I do actually want to touch on just the support I've been getting on this podcast. So like, the views, people think so. Something I've been thinking about a lot. We have a few videos on here that have 10k views, 8k views, and for a channel with only about 650 subs, them views are really, really huge. But for me to get like consistently 150, 200, 300 views on these episodes is really, really means a lot to me, because I can see that the view duration is high. I'm getting messages of people that I don't know, people I do know, people that I wouldn't expect, telling me they're enjoying these episodes. And one thing a lot of them saying is genuine and honest. So I'm trying my best to be straight with you, be honest with you, and talk about vulnerable things like I was saying about the Bali and the anxiety thing and all that kind of stuff. And it's a bit weird putting it on the internet when you think about it, but really it's just me sitting in a room talking to myself at the moment, so it's great to think about it that way as well. But yeah, that's what's going on with me moving to Dubai, and that's that. If anyone has any questions, please shoot me a message. Leave a comment down below. If you have any questions for next week's episode, Quarter Life Questions, I'm usually put up a story asking if anyone has any questions, but I wanted to leave this purely based on what I'm doing over the next few weeks. And as I said, if you want, go over to my TikTok, Gino Forte. I'm going to be regularly putting up short videos about things I have to do to prepare for this move, and it's going to be like a new little segment on there. And I also do a lot of car sales content on there, so I imagine I'm going to be doing quite a lot of real estate content when I move to Dubai and I settle into the job and stuff like that. So if you have any interest in that kind of stuff, follow me there. Otherwise, hit the like button, hit the notification button. Please subscribe to the channel. There's like 60% of you view these videos don't subscribe. So if you want, if you want to just hit that there now, I'll give it a second. Done. Perfect. Thank you very much. Guys, thank you so much. See you in the next one. And if any of you are moving away, you can leave a comment down below. Where are you going? Canada, Australia, France, Germany, China, Thailand, Indonesia, New Zealand, maybe Dubai. If you're in Dubai or going to Dubai, do send me a message, hit me up, and we'll do something over there. Thank you all so much. Chat to you soon. Bye bye.